Alright, so welcome to Jeepin' and 4Low. So we're going to do something real simple today. A lot of people, especially when they get a Jeep, don't necessarily know just very simple things as far as putting windows on, putting doors on, just the basics as far as what you need to do. So we're going to do a quick video on Pops' Jeep here. He's still fairly new,
Lieutenant
so
Dan.
he's learning as well, so it'll be a fun little thing for everybody here.
It's our end of summer, wrapping it up, getting the windows back in. I still got some Colorado dirt in the back, but we'll zipper up for the wintertime.
Sad face, but it's got to be done. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Yeah. Are you good? Okay. All right. So basic maintenance on your your side windows here. Anytime you get one of these things, I know you've probably seen Jeeps that have the side windows that are just very cloudy, look like they've just been run with some gritted sandpaper. Basically, what happens is instead of just using a normal just microfiber towel that's damp to clean these windows, people use a chemical, Windex, anything like that, and that will absolutely scar this plastic. So anytime you do it, just a wet microfiber towel is the best thing for it. So
And we're going to start with the zipper, which is always the funnest part.
anytime you go to put your windows in, of course, your zipper is always going to run along the outside edge of everything here. And just like zipping up a jacket or your pants, just make sure it's all the way back.
Yeah.
As possible attempt to demonstrate here.
Maybe we better switch spots. No, wait.
You have to believe.
I'm all the way in.
All right, pull. Yeet. There it is. All right. So whenever you're zipping it up, you always want to get at least probably half of it zipped up. Leave a little bit of this corner here. Because right here is part of what they call your door surround.
Yeah.
Now your door surround.
Does that mean you don't frown?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now your door surround is actually what's going to seal your soft top here, your side windows. As you see this hard plastic here. And basically what it's going to do. And your hard top, yeah.
And make sure it don't break.
Okay. Now what you'll see is if you come in here, I'll show you. Just right in here, you actually have this plastic channel that this riveted. I wouldn't even say riveted, but this hard PTO plastic is. And basically, what you have to do is all the way around it. You want to make sure that it is lined up. Now, I will let you know that anytime it's probably below 60 degrees outside, this stuff tends to shrink, so it is kind of a bear to get to at times. But a little bit of perseverance and you'll get it all in there. So once it's in, you'll see it here on this channel that it sits back inside here. So once we actually get the door on, the door rubber will actually seal against this here, and that is actually what keeps the water out of the, basically the inside of the tub here. Now, after that, very simple. We'll put the doors on.
Yeah.
You want to just tuck everything in up here. And you'll want to start to pull it down. And then same thing as your door surrounds here. You have this channel underneath here on the tub. And these also just flip underneath.
Yeah.
And you basically create a very nice tight seal. Well, as tight as you can be for a Jeep. So you still get some road
And
noise.
on this one, because I think my top frame may be a little out of kilter, I always seem to have a little bitty ripple left over here on this back corner.
And I think when they manufactured this top, now of course you get all sorts of different qualities of tops, but when they manufactured this one, you can see that they made it just a little bit longer. They also added a little bit longer of a zipper line here, but nonetheless, put it up, smash it down, and that is one side.
You all should have seen me the very first time I tried to do this all by myself. Didn't have a clue what I was doing, and I had the back window all cockeyed.
Yeah,
And it was not a pretty sight.
it was bad.
I finally just left it and said, Tori, come help me. So
Now, when your top starts to get a little older, the zippers, well, just like with anything, they do start to not work the best. Now, there's a company called Best Top that actually makes a zipper lubricant that you actually comes on a nice little brush tip. You just brush it on here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm cheap. I don't use that at all. I just use WD-40. Patent and secret. It works with everything. So.
And does that mess up your canvas on your top?
I mean, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, maybe it may. I don't know, but it works. So that's all that I know. And
Okay.
If it works, you don't break it.
I think we're ready to go to the back window.
All right, now this is what we call the hard one. Honestly, it's the worst. And the reason I even say it's bad is that there's just multiple things that you have to kind of get in line for it to really just kind of take. If you look down here, you'll see that this actually has a double zipper. Now, the reason Jeep does this is this top one is going to seal it all the way around. That's right. That's right. But they give you that extra zipper because up here you'll see this. And what this is designed to do, that if you don't want to take your window completely out whenever you're out off-roading, you just want to let some air through, you can actually unzip it up here to the corners and roll it up. And then this, you can actually wrap around it so that way you have airflow through here. You don't have to take the window out. It just saves you a lot of time. One thing you do always want to take out when you do that, though, is this is what we call... That's right, buddy. This is what we call a door surround. And this not a door surround. This is what we call a tailgate bar. That's right. Now the tailgate bar is actually going to sit within here. Son. So this tailgate bar, which you'll see these little hooks down here, this actually falls and gets latched in here, and then this is actually what seals in against the door, of course trying to keep the most water out of the car. Now whenever I take a window in and out, this is always taken off. It just makes it a little easier to get everything lined up. You have some flexibility from the actual canvas portion of it.
Wow, I wish somebody would have told me that before.
I feel like I've told you this before.
I'm not feeling that was the case.
Oh my goodness. Now, this is not a two-person job. This is actually a one-person job. But my father-in-law's a little special sometimes.
Oh, I see how that is.
You should have seen him when we were doing my my axle swap on my Jeep. I had to teach him about righty-tighty, lefty.
Oh, yeah, no, I think I learned that years before.
It took about extra month with him, but it was okay. It was a bonding experience. Now we're best friends. See? Look how happy he is. What?
Yep, one-person job.
Well, you're gonna have to get out here in a second.
You need another pair of hands?
No. I don't need you.
I'm feeling like maybe it might take two sets of hands. But he's going to prove me wrong. Maybe.
Maybe. Now, Jeep soft tops are a pain in the rear. Not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of stuff that you have to kind of go through to get it all to fit correctly. But
do you have the inside out and the outside in? Oh,
once you get it,
go.
It makes it look so much easier.
This is the place where I was calling Tori for help.
Now,
now we did find out, so I speak from experience, when it was cold when I was trying to do this, I could not make that curve there at the right hand side. It was just like, it's not big enough. And then Robert says, park it out in the sun, get it out of the garage, park it in the sun, and let it warm up. And sure enough, it worked.
Now, one thing that you'll learn just having a Jeep is that there is a noise you can make with these windows that just really powers you through. Wait.
So how did that go? One more time. No, I don't think you're saying it right.
Well, on today's episode of Jeep Info, I'm going to show you how to put a window in. Frank. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah? Ready? I'm thinking there's got to be a facial expression that goes with it.
Oh, it's there. It's there. Similar to when you're really constipated, it's the same. Now it is November 1st. It is brisk outside. Not really. It's like 70 degrees, but
The boom burn down. There's a boom down, boom down.
What are you doing to my top?
what I'm gonna need you to do, just because the top is still a little cold.
Breathe on it?
No, can you come over on this side of the Jeep and pull on the top?
Which way am I pulling?
Actually, pull the window towards you.
Pull this towards me.
you. Yeah.
As long as you don't zip my finger in with it. Whoa!
And it works every time.
It's a one-person job. It's much easier if you only have one person.
Yeah. Works 80% of the time, 100% of the time.
I might have waited a little too late for putting my windows back in, but okay. So now, how does the bar go in?
That's a good question.
We may have to roll the tape back and watch how you took it out. But
Rewind it.
is there a slot there that goes in?
Yeah. Watch your face. Don't want to get it.
Is this kind of like a zipper type thing?
All right.
You look a little long over here.
All right. So once this is in, you'll see that this is the little rubber bumper. This actually will slide in this spot here. It's kind of hard to see. Hope you can see it there. But you'll flip it.
Flipping.
Flip it under. And then you just finish sealing it off with the.
And zipping it the rest of the way down.
Honestly, wherever it stops for me is where I leave it. So.
That's why there's always a breeze in your Jeep.
Yes. And just like that, in 50 easy steps, you put your.
You can also put your Jeep windows back in.
Yep. This is all free knowledge you guys are getting. I hope you know this. I'm not charging any extra.
You missed a spot right there.
Next time
That
I'll do
might be
it.
on the inside. I might have missed that when I did the inside.
Next time I'll do it with my shirt off. Get some real likes, you know. Some real views going.
His wife's shaking her head no.
You parts are expensive, boys and girls. You'll figure this out.
And now we're finished with zipping up.
We opened the door.
Oh, the doors! I forgot about the doors. All right. Now we're doing the driver's side first because that's what I laid my hands on. And now, the fun part.
One person job. Promise.
Lining up the pins with the slots at the same time. Yes!
Yes.
It only took me 2 tries. And then on the inside, so that the door doesn't go slamming open, there's a little pin right here that this little hooks onto. And there we go. Now I'm going to let Robert do the other side because I think he forgot.
All right. So now we're going to do the passenger side. Now,
Okay.
one thing that Popsic didn't go over on his side as far as kind of the maintenance stuff that you'll see with these hinges is if you come here and look, you'll see that this is, of course, just a steel sleeve that's been powder coated. And inside here, you actually have, I believe it's a copper insert. And then what happens over time is that this copper actually fuses or kind of gets melted together with the actual steel that this is made out of. And a lot of times you have to beat this thing out to actually get it to release. And one thing that happened with his Jeep, because this is 2001, right?
Yes.
And I don't think the doors have probably been off in at least 10 plus years. So because it took us a good amount of time to actually get them off.
And can you tell them about Colorado?
Yeah, we'll tell them about Colorado. But once we actually got it off, we used just kind of WD-40, any sort of actual penetrating oil. We basically lubricated around it. That's actually pretty hard to say. We lubricated around it and just prying on it, kept prying on it, lubricating, prying on it, and it finally gave way. But on the driver's side, we actually punched these pins out because they're actually fused to the actual studs that actually go down in this into this pin. So
And can you tell them about Carl Wow now?
And then we put some marine
so
grease.
you don't have to do that. I always put marine grade grease on anything on my Jeep that's going to be exposed to the outdoors that needs lubrication. So any door hinge, anything like that, just kind of helps to prevent from the rust and the stuff that happens to it just naturally over time. But I'm gonna go ahead and heat this door on here.
And about Carl Wow?
He's trying to set me up for failure. So.
See, putting your hand under the door would have been a little easier than the way I did it.
Now once it's in, you just drop it down like that.
Okay.
Now, big difference on the TJ versus the JK as far as how these actually mount. It goes on the hinges the same way, whether this is
And Carl Wow?
whether this is a TJ, JK, JL, YJ, CJ, they're all the same. They just drop down in pins. But what's different is how they actually attach. So on the TJ, a lot of times, because this is just a manual window, there's not any wires that you actually have to run. In the JK, there are wires here that you actually have to hook up. Of course, lets the cab know when the doors are open, that kind of stuff.
And Carl Wow?
But TJ, super simple.
And
But
Carl Wow?
this is probably the easiest thing to do on the Jeep, minus the rear window. But you can always use that noise that I made. It's patented. You can use it. It's free. Actually, you can just take it.
Please. Take it.
Carl Wow?
Yeah. And then Mateo wants to tell you about Colorado.
Okay.
Tell him,
We
baby.
did eat
We
at
did
Colorado.
Colorado.
Then we got Cayenne.
Yeah.
And then we went off-road. Then we went to play to get eating. And
So we did a lot of off-roading and a lot of eating is basically what he's
A lot
saying.
of
So
eating.
he's still full from that. So.
I think his turkey timer's popped out.
and
But you want to tell him thank you for watching us
Thank
and
you for
sponsoring to get
watching.
in here.
All right.
Thank you for watching us.
Bye.
And hey, just wanted to thank you guys too for watching. I know Pops and I really do appreciate it, as well as Mateo. Kind of going through and starting a new channel, trying to figure out how to do the best audio, best video. It's kind of a learning process for us, so we're getting there. But any tips you have definitely would help, and of course videos and likes and that kind of stuff will help us eventually get to where we need to be as well. So
And I think we have Instagram.
we do have an Instagram. Yes, I'm so sorry. So what is your Instagram?
Mine is old man jeeping.
My wife is doing this behind the camera. And I'm
Oh, is it jeeping or jeepin? It's either or, jeepin or jeeping. So
probably need to figure that one out. And mine is, it's so
messed up.
no, it's so conceited, mine. So I know people are gonna rip me on it. But mine is 1 ton Jeep Bra, BRAAH. Excuse me. Here, I'll just let you look. Oh, that guy right there. So give me a follow. Make fun of me on everything that I do because I do a lot of dumb things. So, but outside of that, thank you for watching.